and welcome back. Once again, we're going to be playing Terraformers, the Red Planet Awaits. In the last stream, we did complete the Red Planet Awaits, the basic starting scenario on the maximum difficulty. I suppose we're going to go ahead and start moving down through some of the other scenarios. So the next logical place to go is the Red Path. So we're going to jump from, instead of needing 4 of every resource, to needing 9 of every resource of the water, nitrates, silicates, titanium, and tritium. Still on utopian difficulty, so we'll see if we can do this once more. Worst case scenario, if we lose, we get an achievement, because I haven't yet lost, and that is one of the achievements. We got pretty close to losing in the last one. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up in that situation in this one. So we are presented with 3 options: balanced, development, and life. I'm actually leaning towards development here. 60 power, so we get started with more power. Start with the Resource Management Center. Actually, no, I think we'll go balanced. We'll go with the Greenhouse Farm and the Hab Module. This will at least give us 1 expand. Yeah, this will at least give us 1 expand, and that will help us get our resources going early on. So we got a nice start here. A large silicate demand spot and a large titanium spot. I do like the large titanium spots early on. We can go culture, which the long bonus is we have more than 400 support. We gain 1 research per turn, project research per turn. Also the ability to store 2 more. Turn water into support. Maybe not what we want right off the beginning. This one is, for every 6 robots we have, we get 1 more science. For the red planet, we are not specifically going for science. You know, I may actually go culture here. I think the extra selection will be nice, and the extra research will be nice. The difficulty there is going to be getting up to the 400 support. Okay. Obviously, we're going to go toss the water down. Let's see how our settlement looks. It's this settlement. I've worked with this one before. This isn't too bad. It's not ideal. And then we do want to explore one of the neighboring locations. We'll go ahead and explore the titanium one, because that's probably where we're going to expand first. We're going to want power pretty early. Don't know where we're going to get that tritium from, but we'll assume we're going to get some. Do say a little bit on the planet, so if we potentially go that way, we may find some more. Okay. And then we're going to put the Hab module down so we can get that resource extracted. Hab module, greenhouse farm, or laboratory. Don't have what we need to put down any of these right away. I think I'll go with the greenhouse farm. We'll go Hab here. One-off boost of food. And a large tritium source. That's an interesting way. So we'll expand, get those 3 locations. Maybe we might look into setting up in the crater here. Here's our trade route. Grab the roboport. Explore the large tritium, see what's next to it. And I could put the robot down just to get the expand so we can grab the silicates. It's probably what we should do. Oh, and we do have a trade route. I, for the moment, don't need the silicates. We'll export the silicates and take in... This specific turn, we'll take in tritium. And we can toss the thermal generator down next turn. I could see a scenario where we have the titanium. We're generating titanium. More power isn't bad. Keeps us also from overstacking on any particular resource. Okay, so that's a dead end. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is depending on what we want to put in that spot. Trade-wise, do I want that titanium quicker to get the regolith burner? Do I want food faster to get the house? I think the regolith burner is what we want to prioritize, so let's take in titanium, double the titanium rate. Got our exploration satellite. We'll hold off getting the self-proving one. Trade routes is always really nice. And then Central Park's a little finicky, so yeah, we'll do Space Elevator. Probably not going to use that many, get that many buildings that use water. Grabbing a lab wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, let's grab the lab one. Rover Museum or dismantle it? I think we'll do the Rover Museum. Obviously not putting it down right now, but... Although I could put it down right now if we would want to delay the regolith burner, but no. So we'll do... Lab... Regolith burner. Now we're up to 2 power a turn. I think I am favoring... Well, we got no water income, so I should probably start getting some water coming in. Either to set up the farm or to set up a expand. So we can either colonize here for the tritium, or we can get the farm down when we get up to 10 water. Mercury, Europa, Saturn. I'm leaning towards Mercury for the resource. New Horizon. Let's pick up the Eco Homes. That's basically a cheaper hab in a way. It's the same cost, but it's science instead of food. So we're able to distribute the costs among 2 different resources. So we're going to have module down, but we're not going to use the expand right now. In fact, we got an expand we're not using right now. If I hold off for 2 turns, we'll have the water. Or hold off for 1 turn, and then we can explore that spot. We'll have the water to set up the expand. And then if we can expand the expand... Yeah, we can expand the expand. We can get the tritium going. Rising expectations. Almost off of robots. We don't have enough robots anywhere for that to work. Grab the entertainment location. And then we will go ahead and explore the water. Doesn't provide much water. Small head of science, okay. And yeah, I think we'll colonize here next. And if we can get an expand, we can get the tritium. Urban planning. Urban planning is tempting. I'm not really worried about advanced city planning. Increase the science spectrum by 1 for every 5. I'm going to lean to urban planning. That's going to help us with potentially getting mines set up later. Get some farms going quicker that way. There's a large nitrates there. So the most expensive place we can export the satellite is that one, so we'll do that. Large into water. Some more science over there. Go either of those for tritium. Do I want tritium? It's maybe an argument to get the rover museum for the support. So I'm thinking greenhouse, soil maker. That could be house, that could be house. So that's my open one if we're not trying to get adjacencies off of housing. So I could put it here if we were to get some titanium. Yeah. Rich soil. That's an interesting position. Probably want to figure out what the significant scientific interest is. Okay, so we didn't get enough titanium, but we'll have the titanium next turn. Courthouse, we don't really have the food for that. So it's, well, that's not even an adjacency, it's just a +2 comfort of living. Which is pretty strong, but we don't have a good place for it right now. Lab or robot hub? I think the lab. Then we need to get some stuff put down. Do I want science right now? No, I can pass on the science right now. Focus on one of the 2s. So there's a 2. We got 3 2s here. Go there. Yeah, let's get the rover down. In that one, and then in this one we can go ahead and put the lab. So we're getting some science, we're getting some more support. Support's almost neutral. Though it looks like we're already at the chance where we have a possibility of it happening again. What's going on? New leader. Culture is out. We do retain the happiness leads to creativity choice. Politics. A new city gain +2 support per turn. Or... okay. Interesting. Or we can go construction. Regional buildings are cheaper. Receive 2 modular apartments. Destroy rocks for free. Tempted to go for this because we do have rocks we want to clear. Modular apartments are pretty nice. One comfort and one adjacency isn't super strong, but one comfort's pretty nice. But no, we'll go construction. Try to get things going quicker. Okay, positive on support, which is a good place to be. Could use more food. Do you want to clear rocks? Or explore? I think the answer is clear rocks. Or doing... no, well, we got 6 rocks, so we want to save... one to do that for 3 turns, but we don't need that for this turn. Spend 2 power. lava tube, good source of food. Oh, that lava tube location will be real nice for water supply, because we got 2 large ends of water next to it. Bacteria, or which type of bacteria do you want? Atmosphere oxygen or atmosphere? Atmosphere oxygen has lower temperature requirements. We'll grab that. So there's the black sand. So at some point we'll expand to get to there. Okay, I have the science for urban planning, so let's go ahead and put that down. And we've got the water, or some greenhouses, so we can get the farms going a little bit faster. We don't have the food and the power, so we can go ahead and also do entertainment as well. So we're up to positive 10. We got 2 more places where we can explore for 2, so let's... No, 1 more place we can explore for 2. Oh, no, 2. 1 there as well. Okay, let's see what type of place that is. A lava tube, okay. So if I can explore that location, that would be a lava tube we can set up for the black sand rich soil. Now we'd probably do that for the nitrates, because our quest is 9 nitrates. Rising expectations. Good to see that we're a little bit ahead of the curve rather than behind the curve. Get the landing pad or transport off of and onto the planet. Another trade route. Let's change this one. The new route I'll put on getting the colony exploration going. I think we'll take the hab here. Don't got the water, don't got the food for what I want. Do I start clearing rocks? I do at some point want to take advantage of the rock clearing. But at the same time, it's not unlocking anything. It's kind of the problem right now. If anything, it would be better to already have the settlement where I want to put it. Where I want the rocks cleared. Like, this would be a place where we'd want to clear some rocks, for example. But you need to own the settlement first. Yes, I think it's an explore. Get the water down there, or the water up here. We'll go the water up here first. Some more power. Okay, that was at least power positive. I don't want any of these. The rover is the most tempting. But no, we'll turn it into science. Okay, so we've got the water for the colony and for this farm. And we just need the food. I think I do want to go food next, so we can try to do an aquifer colony. And then we really just need to get these mines set up after that, so I need to get people down here on the planet. So we're a little desperate for more food. Maybe, yeah, maybe... No, I think I'm at the point where I need the food more. I'm gonna back off the water income, get the food income going quicker. Weather control facility is really nice if you can get a double The zone with two cities in it. Okay, I think I want to go for the 25 food so we can get a colony set up. Like, I'm really interested in more food. Sadly, you can't explore into food. Okay, let's explore large deposit, titanium deposit. At least we know the expands are going to get one right off the bat. Dante Lab. Yeah, we'll take a Dante Lab. And then we do have the nitrates for that tuber farm. So next turn, I will have 25 food. So for example, do I want... Yeah, that's an argument. Or... Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. Let's wait until next turn and we'll actually do this one next turn. Earthwork-wise, do I know I want to clear two here? Yeah, at some point we'll want those two removed. +1 power if at least 3 food is produced in the city. We know 3 food is produced here. So I could put it here for the power. And it would probably pay itself back in 6 or so turns. Yeah, okay, that's definitely better than those two. And we are definitely going to be interested in power, so we'll take that. Okay, let's do earthworks. We'll pop into the lava tube. I'm thinking I want to set up... Yeah, let's set it up over here. And we'll be rock clearing again next turn. We'll take the second rock clear, is that one. We'll put the tuber farm down for bonus food. And then we've got one expand immediately. Let's go ahead and grab the black sand dunes, harvest the sand, place the landing pad for another transport route. We're gonna have the science next turn for the Dante lab to go down. Let's move you one turn faster. And then we might pull the food off next turn to get it done at next turn. Venus, Ceres, or Jupiter. We're gonna go Ceres. Bus station? Yeah, let's grab the bus station. Bus station down. Dante lab down. Grab. And grab. Set up the mine. Set up the trade route. Complete that. We're going to take earthworks to clear 2 rocks. We're going to clear 2 rocks, and then we'll probably modular apartment next turn. So we have the modular apartments before this guy goes away. Because this guy will go away the turn after next. And do I still want to focus food? Yes, I do want to still focus food. So that's what we're doing. Another exploration mission, complete the first one. Which do I want more, the titanium coming in or the tritium coming in? I'm going to say the tritium coming in. This is science export, so don't import science. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely a good choice, because the other one would have been food export, so we'd actually be making that one worse. So as we can make progress on this with a triple science export. Or triple power export. Drop on in some of the modular apartments. We're not going to be able to play them this turn. But this is the last turn we've got this guy here, so we want them available for future. Okay, I think that was a productive turn. New set of leaders. Remoto here is going out. Well, we'll keep the rural construction, but we lose access to the earthworks and the modular apartments. Get animals in, which I think is way too early for animals, or oratory. +1 support for every 5 new city buildings, or the animals is the... yeah, okay. Explore location, get 1 extra research. Or explore location, get 2 science. I'm going to go with this because I think the varied development here is a better choice for what we're doing. Okay, looking for food. Wouldn't be opposed to get some nitrates. We're a little low on nitrates as well. Next turn, we'll have 25 food, so we can set the next colony up. It can be used to get some water income. We can explore for 3 power, which would basically be all our power. What else would I do? Oh, actually, we can explore for 2 power, so let's do that. And then we'll turn this in for some science, because I don't want any of those choices. I now have the science for the eco homes. I think we'll hold off because I want to put the second, or the 3rd city down. Well, 4th city down. This is more resources. This is 8 food, 3 power, 4 science versus 4 net resources. Yeah, mining and again, we got hit with a sandstorm, which is annoying. I can't fix all this. I think we'll take the hit for the turn. Probably that one. +1 support per turn. Regional land location it's expanded to. I mean, yeah, water-wise, we definitely want to do own a city here. We can immediately expand that. Grab one of the water deposits. And I do still have the food to put down a home. So which one do I want most? Leaning towards this one. And the nitrates would not be a bad expand. The water would not be a bad expand. Or do I want to put the apartment complex here? Apartment complex would be decently go there. Those two. Yeah, I might want to leave the apartment complex for here, in which case we need more food. Probably do the eco home here, then. We got rocks in the way here. Because I probably wanted to round this one in the middle. Yeah, rocks are in the way. Even though this would be a better spot for the expand, because we'd get the water. Aquifer. Same thing here, but the modular apartment. So yeah, it's just getting the eco home down. Or I suppose I could put the eco home here, and then we could grab the rich soil. Yeah. Wait, let's put the eco home down. And then with what resources we have left, if we can repair the things, repair the things. So can't repair there, can't repair there, can't repair there. Okay. Now we're going to take a support hit on all of those, but they'll all get a little cheaper for the repair next time. Okay, so at this point the rallying speech is maximized for what we can get off of Red Critter Base. So we'll do the Red Critter Base one. Or at least maximize... Yeah, maximize what we're going to do, because in theory that would be the place I'm going to one swap out for more housing if we were to swap something out. But we're not going to do that for a long time. Dark bacteria... I'll take the dark bacteria. Trade for... Yeah, I do see the argument for importing those oceans. We've got the tritium, so let's start shipping the tritium up there. We don't have the food yet. Yeah, I don't have the science. Yeah, we'll just take the 15 support. Homesteads, insect farm. Probably the homesteads. Me to collect you. Yeah, it's got to be on Ceres, so we're gonna sadly be making harder to get the +1 from Ceres, but at least we're getting some titanium. There we go, some more food. We don't currently have the titanium for a modular apartment, so we're going to put in Dolmen. We do have the power to clear rock. So we can clear a rock, play a hab module. We don't have the power here to build that, but we got it claimed at least. Do you have the water to clear you? Yes. It's a little bit better. Titanium. Yeah, the titanium one. That's making the situation a little bit better. So you're a 20, you're a 20, I think. I think not 20. Huge asteroid. Power titanium. We're a little short on titanium. We're not that desperate for the tritium. Let it pass and get the support bonus. Smart grid. Regional buildings are cheaper. 2 titanium constructing a city building. That's a lot of science up front, though. Ooh, I do like that double titanium or double tritium effect on orbital deployment. Little short on the titanium. Don't have the titanium to build that. Could explore you for 2. Explore you for power. Be 3 cost though. So I'm gonna have to dump something. The answer is going to be one of the hab modules, I think. Oh, we got some unassigned trade routes. And we can't upgrade that because that's actually going to complete. We got one free trade route. Because I got 4 trade routes, apparently. Yeah. Let's export science, import food. Yeah. Organize the Mars Olympic Games, or we have other priorities. Mars has its own Mount Olympus, therefore it should have its own Olympic Games. Organize interplanetary sporting events on Mars, giving us much prestige and promote fitness among our population. Martian athletes compete with those from Earth in classic disciplines. We must send at least the same amount of athletes to Earth or games as Earth will. Low gravity home will give us an advantage. We've trained 0, Earth will then 5. Ooh. This is water. So if we can source enough water, this would be a fairly decent source for support. Yeah, we'll take the event. That's probably going to cause me to lose, but we'll take the event. What did I just complete? Water, or giving 200 oceans. Okay. So I suppose if I wanted to start flooding the world, we could go ahead and release the aquifer. It's not what I want to do, so it's not what we're going to do. It's just something I could do. We don't have the food for any of the housing buildings. I do need to put something down to not trash something, so lab would make sense. Bus station actually makes less sense, but we could do the bus station as well. We've got the power. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the lab. Got a good lab spot. Yeah, we got a good lab spot. So lab down means we don't waste a building at the end of the turn. We now have the power, or now have the power on the titanium, so we'll take the mine, water mine. So we're now making 2 water a turn. Each of these costs 18. We got 16 turns to have one of the, well, have 5 turns of this. So if I can get this down in the next 6 turns, we'll actually have 10 more athletes versus the 5 that we're gonna need. So that shouldn't be a problem. As long as I don't need water for anything else, we're good. And then repair-wise, what do we need to repair you? 2 titanium. I don't think I can find titanium for... Oh, no, we can. There we go. We're going to scrap both those. To repair you. Oh, now we don't have the power. Okay, well, I had the titanium. I could have had power and had the titanium. I decided to turn the power into the titanium. We should be able to fix that next turn. And sorry to get some more housing down. Trade routes. We want science, but we don't desperately need it. We do really want more food. So let's really deliver to the food. I think tank condominium. That's definitely a possibility. Well, let's take that, because out of the three, that's the one I want to take the most. There we go. I knew one of these was going to eventually connect to that. So the next time we get the satellite, we'll send the satellite there, and then we can use the black sand that we harvested earlier to clear that. Is something else in here damaged that I missed? Oh no, I didn't have the power last turn. So now I can clear it for 1 power. So we'll definitely do that. 1 power, 2 titanium. Can use the last 2 power to explore that location. Nice canyon view. I think we're going to scrap this for the science. Yeah. Okay, then I need to play something to not lose a play. So that's not worth not a desperate to claim. Could technically grab the Rocky Plains here. As a place to put the bacteria spreader down in the future. We wouldn't be able to put it down right now. We don't have the titanium for the modular apartment, so it is probably going to be the hab module. Question is, where do I want the hab module? The modular apartments I was going to put there and there. So that's arguing to put it here, but here's not actually got any good. Expands to grab. And there is full. We got some nice potential adjacencies here, which was the original plan with trying to colonize here. So we'll just accept that it's going here, because we don't want to waste the hab. I suppose now we've got enough people do weather control here next turn. And still research a project. We got an extra project because we went over 700 support, or 400 support. That's where that project came from. MarsNet. That's interesting. I'm leaning towards you, yes. Yeah, we'll do that one. We got 2 projects, so we'll do that one, Okay. Now we want to start on that, so that's going to want to silicate. And a science, say. Okay, we'll have the titanium next turn for a modular apartment, so we'll definitely put a modular apartment down. We'll have the water for our Mars Olympic Games to put that down. And that'll go here or here. And eventually we'll probably put one in both places, so it'll end up everywhere. Well, lots of places. It'll end up lots of places. It won't necessarily end up everywhere. Anything else I want to do this turn? No, I think we'll accept there's anything to do this turn. Delivery drones, we'll definitely grab that. That's definitely a good one. We'll pass on the tech. Spaceport is tempting. We got 2 grabs, so we'll grab it. We'll need to put stuff down to not lose access to stuff. Train 2 so far? Surprise. Oh, because it's 1 per person is next to. Ah! Oh, and it's It's not per turn, it's just you get 2 per neighbor. Okay. That complicates things a little bit. It's making me want to build people next to it, but we'll hang out on the original plan, which is to get a modular apartment down here. And another one there. I think it says an expand. That will take. Next turn, we'll use that to get the water. And get the bacteria spreader down, which should limit us to put a bacteria down right away. Atmosphere oxygen or zone temp. Let's go zone temp. And then we'll do atmosphere oxygen next. Yeah, let's grab that and not interest in the other two for the moment. So we'll scrap it for the science. Don't got the food. And we don't got the water for what we want. Don't have the power. Oh, we've got satellites. Let's play you. Heat, atmosphere, a little bit of water. And this is a CO2 glacier, so we'll spread the black sand and get it distributed right away. Let's pull back the food, drop off the power. That'll allow us to play the spaceport next turn. Leader change. Okay, now they get diplomacy in robotics. Robotics is 1 power for every 4. Gives the drone hub, which is a free robot wherever we want it. For science or diplomacy is for every 1 trader we get 3. Or for every 3 we get 1. 1 extra. Embassy. City of the Year. Yeah, I think we're gonna go this way. And the Zeppelin Exploration Center will be nice if we get that set up. Exploration satellites, and then I think we'll dump the rest for science. Okay, that's provided us a bunch more routes. I don't have the silica to work on both simultaneously. Well, I don't have the silica currently to work on both. That might change. So in 5 turns, we'll put another one of these down. We want to set up to be in a good spot to get an adjacency for that in 5 turns. Yes, but this is not going to be the turn to do that. Okay. The answer is we'll probably be prepping for a homestead to make that work. This turn, we'll put the modular apartments down. So that gives us space in there. And that gives us an expand. So we could grab, if we had the had the titanium, the nitrates mine there. We will want in the long run. Maybe not right now. And then here we were gonna do the weather control facility. So let's do the first level of that. We need to get more people here to do the next level. which is also one way to progress this one. Got no power to explore, so we can do a City of the Year or an Embassy. I'm leaning towards City of the Year. And we've got 3 more trade routes. Could focus on getting the science shipped. Or could ship more food. Either way, I think I'm selling science is what we've got to do to make that work. So let's get the science shipped up to our things quicker. Train station. Get the silicates, that would be interesting, but I think we're gonna pass because we don't have the silicates. Yeah, I'm not interested in any of these. We'll take the science. Okay, this is maybe not optimal. We're gonna overwrite an embassy, but we'll put an embassy down for the moment. And I think I do want to clear one of the rocks here to put out another housing unit here. Do I do that this turn, or do I do that next turn? Thinking next turn. Oh, and I got the trade routes back because we shipped the science. Okay, let's do that. Arctic Hare or Tundra Forest? Let's do Arctic Hare, or let's do the Tundra Forest. Because if we can source that one last bit of water, one last bit of ocean, then we'll be great. Habitat cooling unit, yeah. Mohole project's tempting. We've got the space in the inventory, or the card selection for that, so we'll take that. Moho is a lot of titanium, though, so it's going to be a real long time before we get it played. Play that for the science? Or for the power? Dormant volcano, okay. So we'll have the food for another expand next turn. We'll have the water the turn, no, 2 turns after that for this. This will be done in time. That's all I can, well, all I can easily tell. Let's do City of the Year on you. 20 more support, 26 more support. And then sort out the 2 trade routes. So I'm thinking it's just push the science out quicker. Mine the asteroid. It's titanium. We don't have the space for it, so it's just got to let it pass. Okay. We're desperate for the water, so we're not doing that. The tritium we can probably possibly source. So we'll grab that worst case and we'll trash that one. And we'll trash get the science here. Got an expand. Oh, I do have the food now if I wanted to go for the miner's cottage instead of homesteads. +1 support for every mine owned by the place. So that would be 2 support there. That's not actually a bad choice. Yeah. Okay, we'll do the miners. So we'll clear the rock, drop the miner's cottage. And we're overriding the embassy when the time comes for the Mars Olympic Games, is the plan. Oh, 5 power. That would be a 2 power explorer, so let's actually explore that one. Another dormant volcano. I suppose we wanted to set it off. Now would be a good time to set it off. Oh, that's 25 tritium. That's not happening anytime soon. So we're going to say no to that. Okay. Could definitely go for some more silicates, whether production or just some one-off. Coffee shop. No. Delivery drone maybe, but we're gonna take the science. Need the science more. Oh, no, this building. No, this one. It's this one. This one. There we go. One more science, and we can go ahead and upgrade this. If we have the people, we're actually 2 people short. So we're definitely gonna want to put more people there. Or people or robots. People or robots. It does not specifically need to be people. I suppose I have the power for the Explorer, so we should go ahead and take an Explorer for some silicates. That means I can put the trade route such that we've got you finishing, you starting. So we can send you off. I assume we have a place where we can send you. Oh, no, that's covered living globally. Yeah, definitely comfortable living globally would be great. And we'll take the science. Get the comfort level globally. We'll... Oh, before I forget, I should do that replace. Replacing you. So there we go. So we're winning the Mars Olympic Games. At least the same amount of athletes as Earth. So they're sending 5, we're sending 5. We win it in a tie, is basically how that works. Let's explore EU for the silicates. It's a nice mine location. We might look into, because if I explore here, we can maybe expand in that direction. That'd probably be pretty good. We have the science to expand the weather control facility if we have the people. Don't have the people yet. Okay. Have the titanium and the power for the water. Let's do that then. We got 2 shipment routes that I could ship. To either receive or send stuff to space. Let's go for the sending stuff to space option. I will take water instead of food right now, because I'm looking potentially at grabbing a new city location. I'm thinking here in this lava tube, so we can expand. Well, that's the dominant volcano. It's would be the nitrates immediately, and then run for the crystal cave for the silicates. Which city is providing me with the most support? Okay, it looks like all the ones that we could send the City of the Year to would be about the same. So there and there, I think that was a 29. Yeah. Raising expectations. Let's actually do you. We do actually have 3 places connected to space. Increase out the output of adjacent mines by 1. Tempting. I don't have the card space to hold on to it, though. And we would be holding on to it, so that's not ideal. Take the housing. Worst case scenario, trash the housing. Actually, you know what? If we've got the space, we'll pick it up. Worst case, we'll end up trashing it. Okay, so that'll finish that one. We'll have water for a new settlement next turn. Okay. You know, looking at the time, now is the time to go ahead and put a part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I hope you've been enjoying. I'm going to take a short break because I need to get up and stretch the legs. But as soon as I get back, we're going to continue playing. And I'll probably be back in a minute or two. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.